At the beginning of the story, we see a little Ben whose grandfather sees him in a hidden count. Let mean soon blag. He was telling the story of a treasure. Very few people knew about it. Now years later, when the bun had grown up, he chance sight 100 and over 523. And he is just plodding to the focus. He was deep folks within. He was in fact together with some other people. He found that treasure, decided to look for Ben, to find his grandfather. There was little idea from the story where this was going to take place. His grandfather gave him a note on which a name was written. He calculated for packages that this is the name of an old ship. One of its friend, Riley, found out the location of that ship. When they came to this ship, they helped him in setting it up. When Ben went out to look for him, he calculated that that ship must be under this sheet of ice. It must be hidden. They dug for a long time, and finally the ship was found. Ben told everyone, gave this news, and then thanked Ian, who was his partner in this whole search. He was the one who put up the money. Although people were calling Ben and his family was always called crazy, because he was looking for such a treasure. No one had any idea about its existence. Well, now Ben is in that ship, with his team entered. When he looked around, he saw a room was found in which there were lots of gunpowder. There were boxes. On searching a little more carefully, Ben finds a dead body lying in a box. She was caught. When she checked, she found that there was a package in the box, and inside it was a buddy filled. There was a pipe. Ben started thinking that in this pipe, what is so special that someone has no one to care about it. He gave up his life. Then he saw that there was something on the pipe. He wrote it using his own blood. I tried to understand what was written on it. What is it? When he understood the writing, I realized that this was another clue. Ian told me, this does not like it at all, investing so much money, and even after searching, he could only find one. The clue was found. Ian was very upset by this, but Ben found the clue. Hidden in the ship, he solved the puzzle. He told that one, the invisible map that covers America, the most important document is the Declaration of It is hidden behind Independence. As soon as Ben said that, accessing this document, and from on the Ben would be a puzzle. But gather we will no way one. It would be very difficult to find him. So Ian, if you tell them straight, they steal it. Ben flatly denied this, and said that I will not let this happen. Then Ian, show your man to point a gun at Ben, he said. But Ian also said this somewhere, knew very well that if Ben wasn't there, so who will solve the next puzzles? That's why Ian tries to kill Ben's friend Riley. He threatened to kill me. Before this matter could escalate further, Ian, he was houndy to a special caught fire. After which he set the flare on fire, and now that flare stick down fell on the gunpowder. Because of the gunpowder, Ian and Shay escaped from there before the ship explodes. Ran away, and they put Ben and Riley inside. But at the last moment, Ben saw a secret door was found, through which he and Riley escapes. The entire ship explodes, and Ian thought Ben and Riley were dead. After returning to town, Ben and Riley investigate the FBI, went to headquarters, and gave them a tip that some peas, in just a few days, a man made a declaration of while he is going to steal independence. But nobody believed what he said. Then both of them went to the National Archives, went to the museum where that document was present. He spoke to Abigail, the director there, however, tried to meet him, but when he told her, he told the story and explained that this document, there's a map hidden behind it, so Abigail did not believe his words. He felt that all his words are false. When both of them were leaving, Abigail's office looked at the document and pondered over it for a while, kept looking at it. Then suddenly the monkey said that we will have to steal it so it doesn't fall into Ian's hands. On this, Riley said that it is easy to steal it, it is impossible. Have you seen the security here? Then he took Ben to the library, took him, and told in detail that this document, it is in such a secure place. But Ben said that we have to do something so that preservation, by removing the document from there, shift them to the room. There is security there. It is very less. Although Riley has to follow this plan, I did not have much confidence. But still, he agreed to help Ben. Then, both of them started making a plan properly. They first found Abigail's fingerprints, and then the codes to the preservation room. They have to steal it. Ben asked Abigail to do so. Sent a gift, with a special gift inside. Chemicals were applied. Then, when he put on the coat, if she presses the button 4, then their fingerprints will remain. And in the beginning, the plan was working exactly as it was wanted to be. Like him. But on the other hand, Ian too was preparing some of his men so that a attack on museum on the day of dance party. On the day of the party. When he shift to document preservation room, he went to the forest. He disguised himself as a staff member and went to the forest without any teeth. He entered the building without any trouble. Changed back into my clothes and met Abigail. Abigail was shocked to see him. Ben lied that he made a huge donation to the museum, and then, as soon as he got the chance, he did it too. Abigail stole the champagne glass on which his knew both there were fingerprints. Meanwhile, Ian and his men also came to the museum. He was a came sight into the building through an underground tunnel. Entered. After a while, Ben went to the preservation room. I reached in, but when Rayleigh turned the camera on, one of Ian's men was keeping an eye on him, blocked his access. Penn decided that he would complete the document, take it down with the frame by means of a lift. As soon as he came out, Ian and his people saw him and they were shocked, because they thought Ben was dead. As soon as they saw him, they fired bullets at him. But Ben made a declaration of quat period, far stand, by bringing forward that document of independence why green there was a bulletproof glass on it, who saved Ben. Eventually, somehow Ben entered the elevator and picked up the document, was taken out from its protective cover. As Ben was about to leave, he saw Abigail, tried to avoid the eyes of the one who did this. It was confirmed that Ben's name was guest. It was not in the list. After this, he hid in a store in the museum, but when he was about to leave with the documents, the cashier thought that the document was trying to steal a copy of. It was on sale there in exactly the same size. He told Ben that he has to pay you it. Will be there or else I am calling security. Ben tried to escape from there silently. In a fit of confusion, I paid with a card, because he didn't have much cash. When as he was going out, Abigail saw him and started following him. As soon as Ben put the document in the back of Riley's van, when Abigail put him in the pard, "What are you doing?" Then Ben, seeing that document in her hand, Abigail understood. She went to see what he had done. On seeing this, Abigail started screaming, after which Ben silently, I returned that document to him. In spite of this, when he called the nearby police, when she started calling me, Ian gave her the documents and sent his men to his left behind. Ben tries to save Abigail tried, but Ian's men caught him. They took him away. Meanwhile, the museum guards came to know it. Turned out that the document had been stolen. Immediately the entire museum went into lockdown and the FBI was called in. Ian, in the van, he told Abigail that this document, hand it over to me. But Abigail said straight away. Suddenly his van stopped him. If something comes in front, the driver has to cut. Everyone standing behind fell down due to this jolt, and Abigail took advantage of the opportunity, tried to run away but she failed. I couldn't get out just by hanging from the door of the van. She remained there. Meanwhile, Riley and Ben followed them. Ben made sense and Ben came a slide because Ian tried to turn by Ben was, so that he could help Abigail. A little later, Ian went to Abigail to collect the document. I succeeded. Then Ben saw the opportunity, and Abigail is dragged into Rayleigh's van, which I read are. His life was saved. They have now moved away from the main road. But when Ian stopped after he opened the document, he found out that it was running to. It's fake. Ben dodged them and ran away. Jill was very upset that Ben had stole the document, and now it belongs to some goon. It's in my hand. But then Ben saw the real thing, took out the document and said that he had taken, AI had also bought. After a while, when he wrote on the back of the document, when they investigated, they got some special courts found those letters attached to them for which he came here. When I asked Patrick for those letters again, Patrick said I already did donate them to a museum in Philadelphia. On hearing this, Ben, Abigail and Riley, I went away with him when FPI Patrick. When she reached her house, she found only Patrick found tied to a chair. He said that, my son tied me up like this and left. He also took my car along with him. Sadusky immediately sent his men to Greftast to track the vehicle number. Second, on the other hand, Ian also understood that the clue. He found them in that ship. They were his, it is, related to letters. A little research after he learned that in Philadelphia there are copies of those letters, and he will go there immediately. I set out to go when I found out the code. I was trying to put it in a small, the child came to him. He might be from Rayleigh or not, but that child cracked all the codes very easily. I solved it. Ian also reached there on time, and when the boy went and found out the last word, I was going to put it on when I bumped into Ian. Ian saw that this boy was writing something in the paper. He is solving the... So he chased the boy, started doing it. But until the boy... By the time I got back, Riley had left from there because Riley himself had taken the last shot word was discovered, after which he went straight to Ben and Abigail. So told them the coded message he had sent. I had taken it out from the letters. After this, Ben, Abigail and Riley decode all 3 messages. They started doing it. They calculated that there must be this clue outside Independence Hall, this understanding. As soon as I arrived, all 3 left alone there so that the next clue can be found as soon as possible. On the other hand, Ian also told that schoolboy, after giving money to the boy, he found out that, oh, what did he tell Rayleigh after all? Soon Ian also headed towards Independence Hall. There Ben read the direction of the clock, followed and saw that, on a brick of the wall, there is a special mark. He has put it on the spot where the mark was made. The brick was removed and an old pair of spectacles was found inside. I got it. It was a special kind of glasses. Immediately went to Abigail and Riley and showed him the glasses. Then Ben said, wearing glasses and Declaration of Independence, he looked at the map on the back of the phone. Then he saw a special map. The mark was visible and something was near it. There was also a message written in words. But at that very moment, he saw that Ian was fighting with his people, is hanging out there with. So they decided that they would go their separate ways. Abigail and Riley have that declaration. He had the document, and he quickly took it with him. They left. Both of them tried a lot to avoid Ian. They went away. But a time came when a bus came too close to them, and they collided. It was bound to happen. In this chaos, Ian snatched that declaration document from him. Abigail and Riley immediately called Bain and told what happened. Bain said that everyone meets quickly near the car, but the FBI has already found Bain's car. Was over. And as soon as Bain reached there, the FBI arrested him. Abigail and Riley arrived a little late, and the FBI, as soon as he saw him, he quietly ran away from there. Bain agent in FBI custody. Sadusky told the whole story how Ian snatched that document, how he get hold of a little bit event. They continued solving puzzles. When Sadusky saw the glasses he had found with Bain, and then Bain realized that they needed another way can be used. Then suddenly, Ian called on the phone. The FBI people, Ian told Bain to put him on speaker, threatened to go to a public place with glasses came to see him in the U.S. And if he had called the FBI, if he told, then he would kill his friends alive. He won't let go. Now the FBI is trying to arrest criminals like Ian. He didn't want to miss the chance to catch him. He told Bain that, according to the plan, just go to meet him and then go. Everywhere men were deployed. When Bain went to meet Ian, when I went there, I found out that the whole thing was his. It was a trick. Suddenly, Ian's people came and killed Bain, rescued him from there. Abigail, on the way, calls Bain and tells him she killed Ian. Ian made a deal with him to free Bain. But for this, Bain has to take him to the treasure. Gotta go. When Ian and Bain meet again, so Ian brought that declaration document, and I gave him back that old pipe, the same one that was in the ship. Then Ian got the previous clue from Bain. When Bain said he had some night oh no, then Ian showed up that he kidnapped Bain's father, Patrick. After this threat, Bain has to confess the truth and told that the marks which he had found on the map, I saw that it was a symbol of a church. Soon all 3 of them reached the church. Bain used those special glasses again, and he looked at the map. This time he got a different clue. Found it, a strange name. Everyone got confused. What could this mean? Then they understood that people were buried under the church is in place of. After which, Ian and all his companions went down immediately. Patrick secretly told Bain that he had no way gotta find a way to get rid of Ian, because as long as we're useful to Ian, he is still alive. After that, he will kill us. Then Ian called and asked Bain what the next task is. The clue by finding the name written on the map. They broke the wall behind which there was a tunnel going. Ian told Bain that he went ahead. After going inside, he found a very old place that probably hasn't been there for years. It was not opened. There were wooden stairs, and there was an old elevator, too. Patrick, I told everyone that these wooden stairs are dangerous. No one has come here for so many years and they will break down. But Ian told everyone he was forced to go down. When everyone was standing there, I was going down the stairs when suddenly many stairs were broken in this incident. SHA fell down and got killed. Now that whole part was breaking down and everyone else was on top of the elevator. I had to jump to save my life. That lift, they took him to an empty room and left him there. Ian asked Ben where the treasure was. He pretended that he also did not know anything. Ian angrily threatened them that if Ben didn't tell them anything, so he told them here, but he will leave me and go away. Then Patrick said that the next clue is inside this lantern. It is also said that a similar lantern was in Boston. It is also in the church, so the treasure is probably there. Ian left them there and went away. He left. He said that when he finds the treasure, nor will I come back for you guys. On this, Riley got upset and said that we will die here. Then Bun and Patrick took turns to shoot Riley, and Abigail was told that she had lied to Ian. I had said that that lantern was just one. There was a distraction. Then he found another clue, which led them to a new room. Looking at the space inside the room, it seems like this. It was as if someone else had been there before them. Bun became a little sad and said to his father, told Patrick that you were always right. Maybe there is no treasure at all. Patrick on this said, no need to be so desperate. No, someone just got here before us. But Ben is still ready to give up. No, he still has clues in the walls. He kept searching. Then he saw some special locks. One of the locks was missing. Its size, exactly like the pipe that they had found. There, Ben took out the pipe and fitted it in the lock. And as soon as the lock was turned to the secret room opened, and finally behind it, there was treasure. The whole room was filled with treasure. Old books, gold coins, jewelry, antique items, etc., whatever. Patrick and her father had searched for her for years. It was here. Everyone was overjoyed. After searching for a long time, I see them going out. They found the stairs to be the first one to go out. He went out and found a man there. Ben asked for his phone and called Sidisky. Sidisky arrived shortly after, and Ben told him about the treasure and also that I also said that I don't want anything. But he put some conditions. The first was that Abigail, no action should be taken against him. The treasury, all credit goes to him and his family for finding it. Rayleigh also got some of the treasure, be given a share. And most importantly, don't go to jail. Sadusky agreed to all his conditions. Lee, and later Ian as well, when he trying to break into a church in Boston. In a few days, this treasure was spread all over the world. It was sent to the museums of the U.S. One day, everybody was having fun together, but he was a little angry. He said to Ben that, why did you refuse the money given by the government? Eki said, brother, there was so much. Take something. Ben laughed and did not reply further. Riley sits in his new car, which reveals it seemed that he got good money too from the government. Well, we got to know after he left. It turns out Ben and Rabigal got married, and he finally moves into his new home. If you liked the video, please like the channel, subscribe to it. See you next time video.